Hi everyone, it has been a while since I have made a video of me just sitting down and chatting to you about dumb phones. So that is exactly what I'm going to be doing today. As you can see by the title, we will be talking about how there is no perfect dumb phones. There is no perfect dumb phone. So I'm just going to go through a couple of different things. We're going to be talking about my experience with dumb phones. I'm going to be talking about kind of why a dumb phone won't help. And then, we're going to be talking about why a dumb phone can work and some of the things that it can work for. And then we'll be thinking of what to do now. What do we do with all this information? So, firstly, my experience with dumb phones. So, I started using a dumb phone in the summer of 2024. So, last year. And I got one because I realized that I needed to stop scrolling on social media and I was on it a lot. And I was just aware that I needed to change things. And I was watching a lot of videos of people who use dumb phones as a way to help them, get rid of their social media addiction. And I thought, wow, perfect, I will try this. So, as you probably know, you've probably seen my other videos, I used the Nokia 6300 and I used that for a while. And the problem with that is that the keypad stopped working properly. And so the reason I actually originally stopped using a dumb phone is because it broke. And so I had to go back to my smartphone. Then I ended up dumbing down my smartphone, and that became more preferred than the dumb phone itself. And I get a lot of people asking me if I use a dumb phone now. And the answer to that is no. I do have dumb phones. In fact, I've made some videos on the Barbie one. Um, so, no, I don't use a dumb phone now. And there are a couple of reasons why I don't think I would go back to using a dumb phone now. And the biggest reason is just that I need it. And that sounds like, well, how could you need it? How could you need a smartphone? But I use WhatsApp every single day. So because I'm at college, I use it a lot to message either other students or some of the lecturers. We can contact them on WhatsApp about different things when they have to let us know what events are on and what things we have to help out at. Like, for example, like if you watch my Bible college vlog, you would have seen that I do chores at 7:45 every morning, and so they need to let me know what chores I'm doing, and they can send that through WhatsApp. Another thing is just I like being able to text my fiance about things. Like at the moment, he's away working. He does lorry driving, and so it's nice for me to be able to call him on WhatsApp and stuff. And it's just easier just to be able to text and all sorts. It's easier when you want to really contact people that you love who are not, that are far away. You could say that I don't need it, but hey ho. And then the other thing is emails. I find that having them come through my phone is really useful because sometimes they're like urgent emails and I don't check my laptop emails very often. So that's useful. You also often need your smartphone for things like e-tickets, whether that's a concert, sometimes train tickets, and I find that trying to use it on like dumb phones and stuff just doesn't really work. And I like having a camera as well. Being able to film videos are pretty cool. It's very useful to be able to do that. And without my smartphone, I wouldn't be able to post videos. So there you go. And yet, I have a smartphone, and yet I do not like it. I do not like having a smartphone. I recognize the problems that I have with my phone. And as someone who is a digital minimalist, I am not very minimal in my digital at all. Like, I use my laptop a lot. Well, maybe not a lot. I have used it more the past couple of days, but I've been sick. Um, and my phone I use a lot every single day. And I check my phone a lot. Like, even if I'm working or if I'm with other people, I always quickly check it to see if I have any like notifications and stuff. And I know that I do it, and yet I still do it. And I also deleted a lot of my social media. Like, I don't have Discord anymore. And I deleted both my Instagram accounts, and yet have I still go on and I check it a lot. Um, like, I have nothing that happens on Facebook, and yet for some reason I go on Facebook a lot. The thing that really gets me is like YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts is an absolute killer, um, which is really ironic because I absolutely despise TikTok, and yet I will go on YouTube Shorts as if it's much different. And I recognize the problems, and yet it's like I'm not doing anything about it. If I had an option to get rid of YouTube Shorts, that would like solve so many problems. And yet it's funny when you know that you have an issue with something, and yet it's like you can't actually sort it out or get rid of it. And I just can't sit and do work without quickly checking my phone, and that's kind of a problem. Okay, so now we're going to have a look and think about why a dumb phone might not actually help you and might not actually help you stop your technology addiction or your addiction to social media. And I made a video about a year ago called The Struggle of Finding a Perfect Dumb Phone, and it became very popular. And I sort of highlighted a few different issues, such as, I couldn't find a phone that wasn't a bad model. The phone that I originally had a bad keypad. Um, Another thing was a lot of them don't have WhatsApp, and a lot of people really, really want WhatsApp for many, many different reasons. Um, and it's difficult to find a phone that has WhatsApp on it, especially now. I think iOS, which is like the thing that had all the apps on it and stuff. What's it called? It's not software, is it? I don't know. I don't know how technology works. um, iOS, I think, has stopped working, and they're trying to come out with a new thing called like Cloud something that I think is very similar to iOS. And so trying to find a phone that has that on it is difficult. But then when you have a dumb phone that has smart features, it's not really a dumb phone anymore. It's really just a smartphone that has a T9 keypad or a QWERTY keypad. And those things existed before, and they were called Blackberries. But Blackberry has discontinued a lot of their phones. And so, unfortunately, we can't get any more of those. But then there are other options, like the Titan. And basically, what people want is a smartphone, but one that they think is going to stop them from scrolling lots. And those options actually do exist. Anyways, where am I going with this? A lot of the phones that I talked about on that video came with TikTok installed, and I had problems with the fact that TikTok was installed on it straight away and you couldn't get rid of it because that's just red flags. There were loads that weren't available in my country, and yeah, I've written that twice on my notes. I don't know why I've done that. Anyways, so I found that using a dumb phone wasn't particularly helpful in a lot of ways because I would still go on my laptop. I was like, wow, I'm not on my phone very much, but I would just go on the same social medias on my laptop as if that was any better. You're just scrolling on a different device. You're scrolling on a different device. And so a dumb phone will only help you in today's society if you're willing to compromise. And this is also something that I kind of highlighted in my video, which I will have linked somewhere. Yeah, where when it comes to dumb phones, you kind of have two options, and these things are customize and compromise. So, customize basically means like having a smartphone, but customizing it to be a dumb phone. So, having a smartphone and dumbing it down. Then you have compromise, which is having a dumb phone which doesn't have all the features that you want, but you learn to use those things anyway. And so, like I said earlier, a dumb phone will only help you in today's society if you're willing to compromise. And that means you're going to have to have less texting, and you're going to have no e-tickets to your favourite concerts, and you're not going to be able to go on the train. Well, actually, you would, but you can't use e-tickets. And you're not going to have easy access to emails. You might not have Spotify. You might realize a lot of the things that you actually use your phone for, you can't actually use anymore. And you might not realize how much you use your phone until you get a dumb phone. And that might not be necessarily a bad thing, but a dumb phone will also only help you if you're not using any other technology. There is no point getting a dumb phone if you're still going to use your iPad, if you're still going to be on the TV a lot, if you're still going to use your computer, if you're still going to be on your DS. Okay, that last one probably is not relevant. Okay, but there's no point getting a dumb phone if you're going to use another smart device elsewhere. A dumb phone is supposed to be a thing to help you to stop your social media addiction. And there's no point having a dumb phone if you're still going to be on social media somewhere else. There's actually no point at all. You might as well just not get a dumb phone at all. Like, if you're going to be serious about getting rid of your social media addiction, you need to completely just get rid of it. You need to get rid of the social media, and you need to just get rid of all the things that cause it. And so there are reasons why a dumb phone can actually work. Number one, you need to take out the root problem. You need to think about why you are on your phone all the time. Is it because you have an addiction to dopamine? Do you always have to have like a rush of something new? Do you always have to check to see if there's a notification? Does having a new notification give you little happy brain chemicals? Is it because you like just endlessly scrolling? Does it help you when you're bored? Do you feel like you need to have some escapism from real life? And those things are very true, and those things probably resonate with most people. And those are not good things. If you feel like you're bored and you need to go on your phone, just do something else. It's as simple as that. When you want to go and reach for your phone, next time, don't do it. Just do something else and you won't be bored. It's as simple as that. Books are very interesting. Magazines are interesting. Other people are interesting. You know, go and actually chat to someone. Go outside. Go to a shop. Just like literally do anything else. Or if you're in a room full of people, don't pick up your phone. That's very rude. Just chat to the people who are actually right there in front of you. And if you need it for escapism, that's also probably not a good thing. If you need your phone to like escape real life, that's just really sad if you really, really think about it. I don't think hiding from your problems on your phone is good or healthy in any way. Like, there is more to life than sitting on your phone. And so a dumb phone can work because it can get rid of the root problem, which can be that dopamine fix. And so if you get a dumb phone with absolutely nothing on it, where you can't scroll, it could work. But you have to be willing to compromise, and you need to not be on other technologies. The other reason why I think a dumb phone can work is it's perfect for children. And this is something that I talked about in my using my Barbie phone for a day video. And it's the fact that dumb phones are perfect for children to use. And this is because they've never had a smartphone before. And so they don't already have that addiction, or they shouldn't. And if they do, then that's probably a problem, and you need to think about your parenting. They don't need it in the way that we do. They don't need emails. They don't need to like be traveling loads of places. And if they are, then maybe that would be useful. But for a child to be able to just text their parents when they need it, they can do that on a dumb phone. And I think that it's perfect for children, so you don't, bring them up having the technology addiction. Because this younger generation, oh my word, guys. When I go out and about and I see mums with pushchairs, and in the pushchair is a child that is on an iPad. I saw it when I was working in retail quite often. It was really, really sad. Or you go to a restaurant and there's a kid and they're all just like on their iPads and stuff. And it is so sad to see because these kids are going to grow up with absolutely no brain cells. Like, I'm not even joking. This next generation are going to be absolutely stupid. They're going to be so fried. And it's not good because they just won't listen to anything. They just care about whatever they've seen on YouTube Kids, which is like its own thing, its own problem, because there's so many bad things on there. And I could talk about YouTube Kids and Coco Melon and what I think about that in its own video. So we're gonna leave it for now. But if you have children, I beg you not to give them iPads. Do not let them on screens, like at all. Like, just let them explore the world for what it is. Let them read books. Let them go outside and explore the world and explore nature and just learn through life. If you give them an iPad, they will actually lose brain cells. Like, I'm not just saying that for the fun of it. Like, that does actually happen. Like, scientifically, it's been proven that your child will be more stupid if you give them an iPad from a young age. Like, they are not developing in the way that they are, in the way that they should be developing. That's a scary thing. And if you give your child an iPad, then you are responsible for your child being stupid for the rest of their lives. Okay, I think we should move on because I'm going off topic. Okay, what do you do now? How are we going to get rid of this social media addiction? I should listen to my own advice. So, number one, think about why do you go on your phone? Okay, number two, can that one reason be replaced with something else? I kind of briefly mentioned this. If you want instant dopamine, just get it elsewhere. Just read a fun book or something. Okay, number three, have a detox for a couple of days and see how you feel about it. I am being serious. Just if you're like, okay, I need to be serious about this. Be serious about it. Text your friends and say, like, look, I'm only going to text you, or say, I'm not going to be on social media. Just try it for like 2 days and see how you feel. You will be amazed at how better you will feel. You will feel more calm, you'll feel relaxed, you will feel more focused, and you will get your attention span back if you keep trying. And if you sit down and manage to read a book for an hour or something, and you do that regularly over a long period of time, you will get your attention span back. Like, you're not long gone. It's not like I have a broken attention span and I will never get it back. You can fix it, and there are many videos on YouTube as well that help you to get your attention span back. So don't lose hope, because you can fix that. And just replace your screen time with something else. Just do something else. You don't need to be on a phone. Okay. You can also just delete the social medias that you don't need. I deleted Discord because I would go on it and nothing happened on there that I needed. I also deleted my Instagrams, which was difficult because I actually liked Instagram. I actually preferred the reels on there than everywhere else. But I also just liked looking at my friends' profiles and stuff, and it was just kind of like, it was just unnecessary. So yeah, and I haven't really missed Instagram. I did have a bookstagram, and I do miss that, but it's like, it's not really necessary. Like, I don't really need that. Okay. And the last option is just dumb down your smartphone. I have a video of when I dumb down my smartphone, and all you do is get rid of all the apps that you find addictive. That could be Facebook, Instagram, Discord. I don't know, you might use games a lot. Go get rid of the games. You might find yourself randomly Googling things. Just get rid of Google. I am being serious. I got rid of Google and it was actually very, very helpful. Just whatever you find yourself using a lot, and it's always a thing that when you pick up your phone is the first thing that you check. Think, do I need this? If the answer is no, then just get rid of it. It's as simple as that. You need to get rid of the root problem. And sometimes I think using a dumb phone doesn't actually get rid of that, unfortunately. And it's going to be a very, very sad life if the rest of us spend our lives on our phones all the time. Because we have one life. We have been gifted one life from God. And I don't think we should waste it. I think we should do everything we can to be living our lives to the fullest. And as a Christian, I believe that that is living my life for Christ in response to what He has done for me. And you might not believe that, but that still doesn't mean that you should be on your phone, because you do have this one life. And is it really worth wasting your life watching other people's lives or comparing your life with someone else's when you only get one? You only get one chance, and that's it. And there is so much that is out there in this world, and I know that this world is a horrible place. I know that. We literally just have to look at the news. There is so much going on, and there always will be. But that does not mean that you can't enjoy some things of life. There are things in this world that are enjoyable, but not all of that is found on a phone. Just enjoy the real things. Enjoy the fact that you have a family. Enjoy your friends. Enjoy the outside world. And you know, as a Christian, I look out there and I see all the bad things that happen in this world. And I believe that one day Jesus Christ is going to come back and He's going to make everything new again. And that gives me a lot of joy and a lot of comfort, because I can enjoy some of the things of this world and look at the bad things and know that it won't be here forever. And that's very comforting. And it makes me happy that I know, and it gives me peace that I know that when Jesus comes back, that I'm going to get to go with Him. And although I know this isn't like a Christianity video, I will just say that if you haven't believed in Jesus to be your saviour and believed what He did on the cross for you, which was die for us because we are sinful, then you need to really, really think about it, because one day Jesus is going to come back. And if you haven't believed in Him, then you're not going to go with Him. And so one day we get to live on a perfect, perfect earth that is so much better than this one. A lot of people think that it's just about getting into heaven and we'll be like happy and sit on clouds and, you know, like sing to God all day. It won't be like that. We get to live on a new earth. How cool is that? We get to live in a place that is so much better than this because of what Jesus did on the cross. And so, for all the Christians watching, don't waste your life either. Get out there, tell people the good news. Tell people that Jesus loves them enough to have died for them. And you only get one life, and don't waste it doing things that you shouldn't be doing. So, I think I will leave that there. But there is no perfect dumb phone, and you're never going to find one. But that's not a negative thing. That's not a bad thing. I guess what I'm trying to say at the end of the day is that having a dumb phone might not help you get rid of your technology addiction when you think it will. It might help you, but I don't think it's going to help you. Like, I don't think you'll get a dumb phone and automatically not be addicted to social media anymore, because you need to get rid of the root problem first. But it can give you a taster of what it's like without one. Now, yeah, I wouldn't say never get a dumb phone. I think I obviously have a love for them because I talk about them a lot on my channel. I'm just not sure that dumb phones really are going to be, the latest trend or are going to be the big thing that's going to stop everyone's social media addiction. I don't think they're going to be as popular as I would like them to be. If everyone had a dumb phone, that's a different question. That's a different scenario. But that's not going to happen. And we live in a world where technology does happen and is everywhere. And there's nothing we can do about it. And so we do have to learn to adapt and use those things. But it's just being wise in how we use them, is the thing. Anyways, I think I've rambled on for long enough. I think I should just go. But yeah, thank you for watching, if you've watched this far. And I'll see you guys in my next video.